Okay guys, that'll do. Right then, got some seeds to sow. It's what, second week of February seeds, and I'm doing, let's get these bits and pieces out of the way. Right, Cape Gooseberry. Aunt Molly's Cape Gooseberry sent me by Robin last year. They grew last year, they were very, very nice. I didn't have enough of them. And what I did last year is I sowed them far too late. So I'm doing them now in February indoors. Oh, I open them. And, let me pot up. God, did it ever rain last night? Crikey. Everything's soaked out here. Right, just normal seed compost. Yeah. Need that again in a minute. Here we are. I'm using my labelling machine this year. I'm not going to sow all of these because if they don't germinate, if they don't like it, I could do a few more in May or something like that, or April or May. Tiny little seeds, so all I'm going to do, that's about a dozen I think. Yep, and my fingers are wet and they're sticking to my fingers. There we are. Yeah, that'll be alright. And then, go. Yeah, I left my pots outside last night, they're soaking. Luckily, they got proper lids on. So a little bit of vermiculite on top. Because they are fine seeds, and the fine seeds don't need covering too much, as you know. Mind you, vermiculite's quite light anyway. And what I'll do, I'll just put that in some warm water in a minute. Okay, that's the first lot. Next lot. Let's put those back. Right, I've got 6 types of leek this year. I'm still on the quest for finding the ones I really like. You know I like Musselburgh, so I'm going to grow those anyway as a sort of standby, you know. But I've got a couple from the Heritage Seed Library, and they are Longer and Kelvedon Wonder, as in Kelvedon Wonder, same as the peat, actually. Compost. Let me just top this up with seed compost. And here we are. Glad I made enough up now. There we are. So, there we are. Right, which one's which? 35. Kelvedon Wonder. Oh, sorry, Kelvedon King. Not Kelvedon Wonder, Kelvedon King. What a wally. Right, there aren't many of these as far as leeks go. That's why they are in 3-inch pots. Well, I'm going to do this over here in case I spill them in this compost. Normally I do them in a big polystyrene fish container, as you know. Seems to be a popular way of doing it. And I'll put some more on top in a minute. And then Longer, leek Longer. I've got what? Make sure I get every last one because there aren't many of them. There we are. So I mean, as far as leeks go, that's not an awful lot, is it? You know. But how to? Could turn out to be the best leeks ever. And if you don't try them, you won't know. Right. About a centimetre deep. And they'll get a watering in a minute as well. Right. Run out of room. And the other ones for mid-February are Musselburgh and Autumn Mammoth 2, also known as tornado. I don't know why they don't put easy peel strips on these. It's got them on the small tape, not the bigger tape. So you've got to do this, look, that's it. Got it. What I'm going to do, I'm going to write the numbers on as well because I'm not sure if this will stick to the polystyrene properly. So let me do 37. 38. There we are. Okay, then put a little divider in. So water mammoth this side. I'm going to use all of these because this is my second year. They run out end of next year, but there's not enough worth saving. So. And a Musselburgh. I'm not going to go overly mad because, like I said, I've got 6 different types of leeks. The next one I've got is to go in May, and they're called Mercurian. And it does actually say on the packet, don't plant them till May because they're not ready for harvesting until February. So they are a proper overwintering leek. I'll do that. A bit of fine seed compost over the top. Right, that'll do. I'll show you in there. Clean it off, give them all a good water in, and see how it goes. These are going to go just sat in a. I'd say it's not a warm greenhouse, it's a coolish greenhouse. It's 10 to 15 degrees, whatever that is. Well, all right, guys. Time to prick out and pot up these onions. Now, as you recall, I'm doing all my onions from seed this year, not sets. I've gone whole hog, there's no sets whatsoever, so fingers crossed it all works. They need pricking out now, but look at these. These are the mammoth. And there was as many as these, but only 5 germinated. So they're going to go into little 3-inch pots. And I'm going to prick these out. Singly where possible, but maybe in clumps. And they're going to go into 24 cell trays for now. And we'll move them on as and when. And what I've got is, let's have a look at the lists, all right? Number 1, Mammoth Improved. Number 2, Elsa Craig, and they've done quite well. Number 3, oh, look at these. Look at that. They're the ones that my mate Fletch gave me. Fletch's white onions. Loads of them. And the last one's Red Baron. And they're all right as well. So yeah, so far, so good. So put these out of the way a minute. Save that. Don't need that anymore, do we? No. Save the paper. Always use that again. Number 3, don't need that. I'm going to use my label printer. Excuse me 2 seconds while I print off some labels. It always cuts off a little bit at the beginning. Just make sure you've got a clean cut, look. It's a handy bit of kit. I bought it last year for labelling all the charity pots down the plant sale. Yeah, there we are. Right, and this is just where are we? Let's get organised, Steve. Get organised. This is just Mother Earth compost. So, and I'll tell you what, there's only 5 of these. It's not even worth pricking out properly. But what I'm going to do, I'll do it properly. My little pricker. Get in there, lift it up, tease it out with all its roots. Here we are. one done. A sensible man would have topped all the pots up first, wouldn't he? Never been accused of being sensible. There we are then. Put those in a tray ready for watering. And get on the next. I'm not going to put this directly in there, but I will use it again. For going somewhere else. I'm not sure where yet. I don't want to use it for seeds again, just in case more onions pop up. Not that it matters. I know what onion seedlings look like. So. Oh. Right then. First lot done. Next lot. This is, he's one of these 24 cell trays. Nigel put me onto these. They're rigid, really good ones. If I can find a link, I'll put it in the description below. Right, let's do another print then. Let's do two. Oh, postman's here. Back in a minute. That was the postman just coming to get the next batch of single seed potato spuds. Brilliant. That's 50 now, posted in the last couple of days. Number 2. Podger. Oh yeah. Well, I think the best thing to do with these is to tip the lot out. Number 4, number 2, number 3, there we go. I'm going to tip the whole lot out very carefully. There we are, like that, let's see. There we are. Right. Some of these have got little tiny little bulbs on already. Okay, that's the Ailsa Craig done. I've doubled up or tripled up at this end, just in case I lose a few. There's more than enough there, 24 will do me, because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 more lots growing, so 24 Ailsa Craig will do. These could be for the show bench, we'll have to see how they grow. Oh yeah, go and give those a water in, and I'll bring you back when the rest are all done. Ooh, there we are then. That's them all done. Ailsa Craigs are mostly singles, a few doubled up. The I can't remember the names of all that. Red Barons are all singles. And what I've done with all the Fletchers, they're all clumped together. Because what I'll do with these, I'll pick some as spring onions, some I'll clump together and let them grow as small onions, and some I'll separate later on. And you saw me do the mammoths. Might be mammoth, but many of them is there. They're mammoth, but not multiple. So I'll give you some water in and get on with the next task. Right, I said get on with the next task. The next task is to pre-sprout, or chit, my potatoes. Now I only do the first and second earlers. I don't bother chitting main crops. There's no need really. They're not going to go in for ages, and they're in the ground so long it doesn't really give them any benefit. The only benefit is to yourself, just to know that the seed potato is viable. But from a trusted source like Bridgeend Garden Centre and Taylor's Potatoes, you'd expect them to be pretty good. They're not off like eBay or Etsy or something like that. So have a look what we got then. Casablanca Organic, first early. They're good on the show bench. And they taste good as well actually. A little bit, if you overcooked, they're very watery, so they're minimal cooking with those. And Winston first early. Lovely round one for the show bench, that one. Kestrel second early. Get what I bought now. Oh, Charlotte second early. Yeah, they're nice. They're second early, but I've seen people lifting those as late as October, November last year. They just stay in the ground well, you know. They're a second early, but they stay in the ground well. And that, I don't think that one needs any introduction. That's a pink fir apple. Yeah, main crop. Like I said, not gonna pre-spray. Not gonna chip these. I'm just gonna open the bag and let them breathe a bit. Keep them somewhere nice and light and airy. Mind you, they come in a good box. Loads of holes in it. And these should be then Picasso. Yeah, Picasso. These did fantastic in the single seed potato challenge 2022. God, I mean, yields on them. I think it was 27 kilograms was the winner. So what I'm going to do, let's put that down there. Box will get wet, but whatever. Yeah, I'm going to put them in, just going to put them in gravel trays. Seed trays, gravel trays, what you want to call them. And let's get these out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. Very rude of me. Casa Blanca. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to leave them like that, guys. I'm not going to bother trying to stand them up. Oh, there's no point, they're going to fall over. And like I said, I think it was last year, any gardener worth his salt is going to check these every couple of days. And if you see one that's, oh look, the sprout's on the wrong side, you'll stand it up then. So I'm just going to leave them. That's that one. Kestrel second early, yeah, I'm doing them. Look, so I'm going to brain freeze then. Now these could be stood up a bit easier because they are taller, so I will, just to show you how you can do it. Okay. So this is how a lot of people do it. You look for the umbilical. That's where it was growing on the stolon last year. So that goes on the bottom, and the potato faces upward. There it is. Takes it upwards. There it is. Little black bit. It's like an eye, but it's got a little dinky little bit of stalk on it. Some of them you'll find have a long stalk on them. That's a little stumpy one. Little stumpy one. I'm doing these standing up because there's so many of them. Right, there it is on that one. But there's an eye right next to it. So even if I stand it up, the eye is going to be facing down anyway. So, you know, it's all, oh, excuse me, it's all swings and roundabouts. It's not an exact science, this guy. Same there, look, there's the umbilical, there's where the stolon was, and there's an eye. Perhaps Kestrel are predisposed to having an eye at the bottom. Can't even find the bottom on that one. Oh, another clue as well is the eyes, if they got a smile. So if you really do want to stand them up and you can't find the umbilical, the stolon, if you look at an eye, it's got a little smile underneath it, look. And that faces upwards, if you want to do it that way. You can't really make them out sometimes, but look, see, look. Little smiley face underneath the eye. Right, that's those. What I'm going to do with that, I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to put that bit of paper there. And put the next lot on there. Save the seed tray, won't it? And there's lots of those, they're going to have to go in their own. And that's the other second earlies. There you are, Charlotte. There we are. I do have one more lot coming actually. And another thing, I've got another lot, haven't I? I've got the single seed potato spuds, but I can't tell you what they are. Not until, I think it's November the 3rd, I think it is. November the 3rd is the Sunday after the competition closes. So yeah, yeah, we've got one more coming. That is Java. Top heavy, that one. Bit like somebody else I know. Like I said, if they're the wrong way round, I just turn around in a week or so's time. See, that one's confusing, but there's the smile there, look. Tata's smiling at me. And that just leaves us one more lot. And that's the Winston. There we are then, guys, that's it. If you get any like that, when they're growing, just break them off and they'll grow back again. The chits will grow back again. There we are. At least it proves they're viable. Well, that's it, guys. That's me chitting spuds. They'll go on a cool windowsill. Not direct sunlight, just a back bedroom window type thing out of the sun, you know what I mean? And that's it for now. Catch you on the next one.